What have you seen from their defenses?
Well, their defense is making a lot of plays, and they're a very physical defense. Their front seven's tremendous, and their back end is very experienced as well. They're making a lot of plays, so that's one of the things that you notice about their defense. And a lot of their games are really close. So I mean, their record doesn't show how good they really are, and so we're going to have to play great football and play physical and be strong.
We've just seen Khalil Mack. What have you kind of seen from him?
Khalil Mack, he's playing like one of the rookies of the year. He's a special football player. He doesn't look like a rookie at all. He looks like a guy that's been there for 10 years. So it'll be exciting to go against him. He's playing great football. He's very physical, can run around. He's a very aggressive football player. So I have a lot of respect for his game.
Russell, the last drive in Carolina, you went to Elfit, Wilson, Norwood, and Richardson. Four guys that weren't big pieces of this offense a year ago. To have the trust in them to be able to come down the stretch for you in a key situation like that, I mean, where are you guys at on that stage?
Well, to be able to go to Cooper Helfet, Luke Wilson, to Norwood, to Paul Richardson, so many different guys when the game's on the line like last week, and them to capitalize. I have complete trust in those guys. They work so hard during the week, and they do a tremendous job of just continuing to make plays throughout practice and throughout the week, and obviously on game day. And so, I have all the confidence in the world in those guys. When somebody steps, and that's the great thing about our team, I believe, is when somebody has to step up, they step up every time, and that's what we need. And they continue to show up and continue to do a great job. And so, you gotta love having those guys out there on the field with you.
Is there still room with those guys to kind of be able to build some more trust and just get a feel for them with some of that stuff?
I don't think there's any more room in terms of building trust. I think we completely trust each other and what we're doing. I think there's always room for all of us to improve. Definitely me. So that's something that you look forward to. But other than that, in terms of the trust factor, I completely trust those guys. I knew Norwood was going to make that catch. I knew Paul Richardson was going to make a big catch. I knew Cooper Helfet was going to show up. I knew that Luke Wilson was going to catch that ball down the seam. It's just I have confidence in those guys.
How have you and the team matured in running either 2-minute or hurry up during the course of the game?
Well, really ever since I've been here, I feel like we've been pretty good at the 2-minute. It's something that we thrive on. It's something that I look forward to at least, and I know our rest of our offense does as well. And so we keep getting in those situations. Coach Carroll puts us in those situations throughout the week. I mean, I remember my rookie year, we had to have at least 1,500 snaps of 2-minute situations from training camp all the way to the end of the season in terms of practice. And so we get in those situations and we feel comfortable in those situations. I look forward to those situations because it puts pressure on the defense, but it also puts the ball in our court, and hopefully we can make a play.
Do you feel like the offense is better when you guys speed up the tempo?
I think our offense is better when we're on schedule. When we speed up the tempo, it's a great thing because it makes it tough on the defense for sure, and I definitely like doing that. But it also there's a certain pace to the game that you want to be in rhythm with, and when we can run the ball and be physical and obviously hand the ball to Marshawn Lynch, it makes a difference too. So especially when you have a great defense that can make a lot of plays for you, you want to make it hard on the other team to get the ball back. And so I'm just glad we're versatile. We can do a lot of different things. We got to keep getting better, that's for sure. But that's a thing that we pride ourselves on is being on the hop into 2-minute to make plays.
How much did you do that at NC State? Was that kind of the style of offense you guys ran there?
Yeah, at NC State I did it all the time.
Yeah.
We were wide open offense, West Coast style of offense where the games were high scoring all the time. So we always had to kind of either come from behind or just try to separate by being in 2-minute situations. So I like being in those situations. Also at Wisconsin was more similar to what we do here. We're a physical running game. We attack you, play action down the field, and then one of the things I always remembered at University of Wisconsin was we would always capitalize right before the half or right at the end of the game in those 2-minute situations because we practice it so much. So it's something that you pride yourself on here. Coach Carroll does, like I said, does a great job of putting us in those situations.
What was it like